Welcome back to Monster Energy Supercross, the official video game 6, where today we're going to play a custom-built version of the 2025 Birmingham Supercross. Obviously, the 2025 track maps have been released, so I did an A1 map, I think 2 weeks ago now. Asked you guys to get that to 200 likes. It did, so now that is available on the PS5 as well, and I plan on making it on the Xbox. Now we're going to check out Birmingham, which seemed to be another fun track that had some unique elements to it. So I made it in the game, and we're going to go ahead and see kind of how it plays, so let's get into it. So obviously we're starting way outside. This would be the outside gate going into turn number 1, but it's a swooping left-hand turn, and then through the first turn complex, you're going to either roll or something out of that corner probably. I doubt you'd go 3-3, but the rhythm lanes kind of shape out like triple in here, triple again. I think you could probably go quad and then double into the corner, but I'm going to go over table 3. Pretty easy to do that. There's a couple different options here. I kind of like 2-3-2 the best. I think you could maybe 3 in there, but we'll try to play with that a little bit. Then a little short set of whoops. Of course, only 9 whoops going to be in Monster Energy Supercross again. They're probably, I think, it looks like at least they're going to stick with that decree that they had from last year. Then we swoop through this interesting sand sweeper after a tunnel jump, a left-handed 270-degree corner under a bridge. I mean, very rare we have corners like that. And obviously, if we do, it has to be over and over under bridge. The last time I remember a sand corner that was similar to that was Phoenix 2017, I believe, that had a 270 left-hand corner, and then the tunnel jump was the other direction. So you would use a tunnel jump over on the way out and then go under the tunnel on the way in. So this is kind of the reverse of that. But it's just kind of unique to see it right in the middle of like a football stadium track like this, because that one was at Phoenix, which has a much bigger floor space than Birmingham does. So to see it kind of in a shorter, smaller football stadium environment, definitely kind of unique in my opinion. But I feel like for the most part, this track doesn't actually stand out a whole lot to me like I thought it might, other than this corner being extremely dark for some reason. Like the rhythm sections kind of feel like they're going to break down a certain way, and obviously the real life Supercross always kind of breaks down a little bit differently. I think we're going to see some inside lines being used in some areas. Like I could almost imagine them coming down the start straight right here, for example, and especially if it rains like it did in Birmingham last year, going inside here, roll, and then either table double or like table over single and then single into the corner, or maybe they'll just go outside and go over table 2, which is a line I kind of like taking. Supercross triple right here, back-to-back right-handed 90s before the finish line jump kind of sucks because that's going to be super one line, but you don't expect to be many passing opportunities there. There will be some passing opportunities here after the finish, little short straightaway, and then you come back across the first turn complex. I think 3-3 is going to be pretty simple right there, depending on how they build it. And then here for sure, I would have to imagine they're going to want to try to triple in and then triple again. These AIs kind of suck at this rhythm section, as they do most of the time. But I can also see a situation where right here, you come through this corner, roll in, 2, 3, and then 1, I guess, or something like that. I want to try to go triple in on that at some point during this video, so we'll see if we can nail it next time by. But then pretty standard through here, whoops. I don't foresee a situation where they'll go double and then up onto the tunnel, because the way they build those tunnel jumps for real is usually like, like this peaky kind of almost wall jump-esque type thing that goes up and over the tunnel. And Birmingham is, I think, round 10. Don't quote me on that. 10 or 9 or something like that. Right in the middle of the schedule again. I think it's right after Daytona. And so it'll be an East round, of course. But it also is going to, kind of have similar styles to what we see with East Coast dirt. Breaks down a little bit. It's more southern dirt, so kind of like that clay-ish almost that we see from Atlanta. I think will be a little bit similar. You can go over this right here, and then you would go triple double or double triple. I still think I like rolling in right there. And then alternately, you can double in right here, but then it pretty much just sets up to triple, and then I guess you could maybe quad triple after that. Actually, I want to try that next time by, so I'll do that. And then right now we'll see if we can cut down from this outside and triple in. Oh, it's so big to get that triple, and then I guess if you get that triple clean, you could then maybe quad off the big one, but I just never out of 90-degree corners is it consistent for those guys to triple in. They almost always tuck to the inside and double, so I don't foresee that being any different on a track like this. Overall, I think it actually works pretty well as a racetrack. I think it, it'll have a few passing opportunities I think that the over-under bridge is unique, and depending on how they build the sand section, I think they'll definitely need to make the outside line in the sand section much better than it already is, because if they just leave it as is, it'll be pretty, I don't want to say like bland, but it'll be very one-lined, I guess is the right way of putting it. So they need to make the outside like really cool, and then the inside like not hard, but also, you know, something of a hiccup in there to slow the riders down a little bit. All right, so I wanted to come out of this corner, go 2 in, and then triple, and then can we quad this guy? That's actually pretty big. So maybe just over table triple single, and then yeah, I like 2, 3, 2 right here. That's pretty simple to figure that one out. Whoop section. I don't like the 9 whoops thing, by the way. I think they could do with, you know, maybe a maximum of, let's say 12, but the 9 whoops at every round is dumb. Do a section of 7, then next week do 12 or 11, then do 9, then do 11 again. Like, vary it up. And the fact that it always is 9, at least the last couple of years, sucks, in my opinion. It looks dumb. Race is dumb, too. So, yeah, pretty simple kind of layout aside from that little topsy-turvy tunnel thing. I feel like the Birmingham floor lays out bigger than I expected. It is a college football / soccer stadium, and so the soccer field is slightly bigger than a football stadium, or a football field, I should say, but not much bigger. Usually, like, there's a couple soccer stadiums that they go to throughout the year, or the ones that, you know, stadiums that can fit soccer, and it's not like they have massive floor spaces either. But I figured Birmingham was a little bit smaller, kind of like Salt Lake City, but if they can jam-pack this thing in here, I feel like it's got to be bigger than Salt Lake City. Salt Lake City has a tiny floor space, pretty much the smallest they operate on all year would be my guess. Yeah, see this, it's just going to be so one line. Even like the AI is just taking one main rut right through the middle of it here. Like, you're going to need to have these insides kind of work a little bit better. We're just going to hold the AI up here and then have like an outside berm of some kind out there would be the right approach, in my opinion. Long drive down the start straight. And then, yeah, I like going outside here, kind of using the berm, and then over table 2. I hate having to single out of a rhythm section. Like, it's one of my pet peeves of building rhythm sections, is trying to make it so you don't have to single out, unless there's a good reason to go to the inside, but it seems like that's kind of rare. So, yeah, pretty cool track. I'm going to take a look at the replay real quick here and just kind of see, I guess, how this looks from a replay perspective. But yeah, nothing really, I guess, too special or crazy about it. So we got third-person view, first-person helmet. I guess we can only do... Oh, no, we'd have an orbit cam as well. Yeah, it's pretty neat. So, yeah, triple again. Definitely could maybe go table to the big one right there, and then triple out. Out of this corner, 2 in, 3 again. 3 into the corner. Straight at you in the whoops. Through this corner. Can almost do like a slot cam, which is something you can't really do in this game, but that's kind of cool how this works. And then swing through this sand corner, just goes on forever. All the way back down the start straight into this U-turn here. Go step on, step off. Nice little single jump right there. Again, I think I'm going to like the option of going over table 2 in that rhythm lane. Cut back across, and then jump over the finish. So this is the Birmingham track, ladies and gentlefish. Round, again, I could be wrong, 9 of Monster Energy Supercross. We've done A1, we've done Birmingham. I asked you guys in that A1 video what other tracks you guys wanted me to potentially build. Most of the right-handed start ones are going to be pretty much impossible, but aside from Phoenix, I think I could probably fit everything else in. Obviously Daytona, but Daytona's not even released yet, so I'll link it in the description below to all the 2025 track maps. If you guys have one in particular that is like an absolute banger you want me to build, let me know. We'll build it and see how it races in Monster Energy Supercross 6, the official video game. But thanks for stopping by. Hopefully you enjoyed this one. And I guess we'll see you guys in the next one. So long for now.